Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name's Chase, and welcome to ChasePacks. We're going to cover some of the latest news from the Pokemon hobby today. Pokemon put out a statement about how the supply of Ascended Heroes is essentially affecting the competitive play. Now, competitive play on this channel isn't something we cover a lot. I know very little about competitive play, to be honest with you. But I think this statement, you could take this and turn it into a general conversation about the hobby in general, which is what we're going to do today. So let's read the statement and then we'll go from there. Okay. To ensure, this is from Pokemon Play, by the way, on X. To ensure players have more sufficient time to prepare for the upcoming play, Pokemon events and tournaments, we are providing advance notice on upcoming adjustments to the TCG Tournament Handbook. Pokemon TCG products will become legal for official tournament play 2 weeks following the release date of the expansion's respective booster display, booster bundle, or sleeve booster pack, whichever comes first. Sets that do not have sleeve booster packs, such as Mega Evolutions, Ascended Heroes, so like specialty sets, right, will follow the same 2-week cadence based on the release date of the expansion's Elite Trainer Box or Booster Bundle, whichever comes first. This will affect the tournament legality date of all Mega Evolutions Ascended Heroes products, which has been adjusted to March 6, 2026. Please note that this change will impact the release and legality schedule for the upcoming 2026 Europe International Championship taking place on February 13th through the 15th, 2026. So when I read that, the first thing I thought about is how structured and how diligent Pokemon is about their release dates, keeping everything in line, right? The video games, the shows, the trading cards. There's a reason Pokemon's been this successful for like 30 years. And it's because they do things the way they've always done them, because they've always been successful. And I can't imagine, and you could almost say for certain, that Pokemon is, they're not feeling too good about the delay on Ascended Heroes affecting competitive play, especially for something like the European International Championship. Again, I'm not going to act like I know much at all about the competitive play, but if it's an international championship and it's being affected by the delay in the release date of Ascended Heroes, that had to have rubbed them the wrong way. Now, we all know about this 1 million plus square foot printing facility that's coming, right? So obviously they're trying to do something to bring the supply to us. So, and the thing is, that's later on down the road, but I did catch a video from a non-TCG. Now, if you guys have never heard of a non-TCG, I wouldn't say a big creator. He's not like a Danny Fana, 400,000 subscribers. But in the Pokemon hobby, he's got a really good following. I think he has like 8,000 or 9,000 followers. And he's got some really good inside information, to be honest. And I watched his video, and I'll just do a quick recap because it helps bring the point home that Pokemon is doing what they can for now to bring supply to us. So essentially, it's not going to be as elegant as how he put it, because it's not my video, it's his video. I'm just recapping it for you to, like I said, bring this point home. But apparently, there's like, what do you say, 300, 400,000 square foot of this building, or a separate, whatever it was, that's operational, right? It's supposed to be, I guess, packing. It's supposed to be for packaging, right? Putting the packs in the boxes or whatever. And that's apparently operational. And if I remember correctly, I guess there's already been booster box orders to come through to that building for, I think it was Phantasmal Flames. So I hope that's true. I hope that's true, because this whole not getting reprints of booster boxes has been real. I was going to say scares me. It doesn't scare me, but it's unfortunate, because, booster boxes are what most of us want. I shouldn't even say most. A lot of us want booster boxes. Like Destin Rivals needs some booster box reprints. And I hope this facility is going to, maybe this is why we haven't got any significant booster box reprints. Maybe Pokemon was waiting for this facility to be up and running to start pumping out some booster boxes. I hope that's the case. But regardless, it didn't help the release of Ascended Heroes because, again, we're only getting the 3-pack blisters, tech sticker collections, whatever you want to call them, and the 2-pack is delayed till February with the ETB. So obviously that's going to affect the prices on these sealed products. Now we brought up TCG Player, 1 booster pack, market price $15.71. So that's not surprising. My guess was $15 to $20. I wouldn't be surprised if after a week, 2 weeks of release, this goes up to $20 a pack. Booster bundle, $74 market price already. ETB is $131, and to be honest with you, I figured this would be $150. Not saying 131 is great, but yeah, I think tomorrow, tomorrow is the release date, so January 30th. I'm recording this on Thursday. Good luck out there. I wish I could go out and just see what it looks like. I'm wondering how people are going to receive this release date. Like, are people going to be lining up out the doors to try to get as many 3-pack blisters as they can? Are people just going to wait until they could get a chance at getting ETBs and bundles? I'm curious. I won't be able to get out there and take a look, but if you guys are able to get out there tomorrow, I'd love to hear from you about it because it should be interesting. I'm really curious to see how big box retailers, how they're going to be stocked with these, because it seemed like a lot of people in the hobby who have distribution, most of them were not happy with their allocations, or they were less than they expected, wanted, etc. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious if big box retailers are going to get hammered with them, considering that these businesses with allocations didn't get as many as they thought they would. All right, guys, we'll wrap up the video with this. So when it comes to this new printing facility, the 1+ million square feet, also, again, I highly recommend you check out a non-TCG's video on the supposed building / percentage of that square feet that's in production now. I really hope they start catching up with everything. It would be great. I would love to see a significant amount of booster box reprints on some sets. I mean, they've been printing the hell out of Prismatic Evolutions. It doesn't seem to be doing much, right? They do a big reprint, put out a bunch of products, a ton of specialty products went out for Prismatic over the last year, and it dips the price, it brings it right back up. But for me, booster boxes are like a staple of Pokemon. I love seeing box breaks of old school booster boxes. And the thing is, booster boxes, if you're investing, it's what everybody wants. Everybody wants a booster box. Like, if you're deep into this hobby and you're here to for the long haul, you want booster boxes. You might want a booster box case. If you can get them at a reasonable price, you might want to get a booster box to rip with for yourself on stream with your family. And I really the theory was that Pokemon was going away from booster boxes. Slowly, whatever. They were not printing as many booster boxes. That's been the theory because we haven't got a whole lot of booster box reprints. The news I saw from Anon, and I know I keep mentioning him, but he has quality content on his channel, and I tend to really believe a lot of what he says. It seems like he has some deep connections in the hobby. So the fact that this square footage that he's talking about, this building that he's talking about, is a packing facility and potentially are getting a bunch of orders for booster boxes already, that's good. I was happy to hear that because we're dying for booster boxes. Destin Rivals needs a booster box reprint desperately. And depending on who you are, you might be an investor and you might be like, you know what? I don't really care if they reprint Destin Rivals booster boxes. I bought mine at 210, right? Which we all thought was outrageous at the time, and now it's looking pretty good. Like, if those things dropped down to 210, they would be bought up immediately. So maybe you're an investor. Maybe you don't want to see a reprint. Maybe you're somebody who hasn't got into DR booster boxes and you'd like to see a reprint so you can get in at a reasonable price. Who knows what it would do to the price of the box at this point? It's such a hype step. Everybody's looking to pick up as much as they can from Destin Rivals anytime they can. So I don't know, guys. it's tough. It's a tough time in the hobby to be anybody being a collector. It's like you just want to walk into Target, you just want to go to your local LGS, you just want to go to your favorite online store, and you want to get Pokemon boxes at a somewhat of a reasonable price, or get them at all. Right? You're an investor. You want to pick up some cases. You want to buy 6 cases from your local LGS. And they cut you a deal. Right? Hard to do nowadays. They barely have enough to sell to their customers. You're a business, right? You want to turn out, I don't know, 500 booster boxes from release date to whenever, but you're only getting 100 now. So it's tough for everybody, but I don't know, guys. It's tough. I'd like to hear from you guys. Write down in the comments about where you think this is going to go from here. Do you really think when this printing facility comes up, for one, are we still going to be in this hype cycle when this printing facility comes up? And two, how much effect is it really going to have on the market if we do not take a step back from how the market is right now? Because if it stays hot, this printing facility comes up, how low can these boxes really go with this much demand? Just some questions, guys. Figured I'd ask you. Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about all this in general? Ascended Heroes, this, the delay, the printing facility, how it's going to affect this year. Love to hear from you. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.